We are providing only 20%, that is 6 to 8 articles, as a part of promotion. For remaining 80% current affairs video and general studies complete videos, please subscribe to our complete package. 3. Russia is making an emphatic comeback as India's trusted and strategic partner, and is on course to reclaiming the position as top supplier of defense hardware. How these deals will boost Make in India by establishing military-industrial complex in India. How Modi's visit to Russia overturned the outlook of India-Russia ties. GS Paper 2. Bilateral agreements involving India and affecting India's interests. Why recently in news? Defense cooperation occupied center stage during Indian PM Modi's visit to Russia for the annual India-Russia summit in Moscow on December 24. Putin promised joint development of a multi-role fighter jet and a multi-purpose transport aircraft with India. Russia is not only assured supply of finished products, but also close technological cooperation. The total value of defense agreements was estimated at over $7 billion. How these deals with Russia will boost Make in India. The Intergovernmental Agreement on Manufacture of Kamov 226 helicopter in India is the first project for a major defense platform under the Make in India mission. Under the agreement, 200 Ka-226T helicopters will be built in India, for which Russian helicopters will partner with India's Reliance Group to execute the program. Within 4 to 5 months there expected to come an announcement on the deal for 5 S-400 Triumph air defense systems estimated at $5 to $6 billion. A number of major contracts in the defense sector are likely to be announced in the near future. Russia has to deliver 6 multi-purpose Su-30 Mki fighter jet systems, which will be assembled in India. India plans to buy 222 such aircraft. Another major contract, for the supply of 151 multi-purpose military transport helicopters, the Mi-17V5, has already seen delivery of 148 units. By the end of 2015, Russia and India should move from preliminary design to the basic design stage on 2 joint projects, the 5th-generation fighter aircraft and multi-role transport aircraft. How Modi's visit to Russia overturned the outlook of India-Russia ties. A series of defense acquisitions announced will put Russia back on top of military suppliers to India, a spot taken by the US and Israel for more than 5 years. The deal for 200 Ka-226T Kamov helicopters will become the first big Make in India project, which has tended to be only a slogan thus far. By investing time in the CEO summit that included several Indian players in the energy and defense sector, Mr. Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin have shown a desire to involve the private sector in areas that only saw government-to-government deals. Thus the old friendship's new energy is restored. 4. How the establishment of seed banks will be key for food security in South Asian region. What is seed bank? What are the advantages of seed bank? What are challenges in establishing and maintaining seed banks? GS Paper 3. Agricultural Production, Food Security. Representatives of 6 SAARC countries in a meeting are discussing the establishment of a regional seed bank to ensure food security. Why seed banks to ensure food security? The seed bank is a need of our in achieving collective self-reliance in food crop production, in the face of the mounting challenge posed by natural calamities, triggered by climate change. With the population of the South Asian region expected to touch 220 crore by the year 2050, the member states would need to step up the production and productivity of crops such as cereals, millets, pulses, and oilseeds to ensure food and nutritional security. Production and distribution of quality seeds constitute key elements in this effort. The seed bank was expected to provide a ready stock of common varieties to meet emergency situations caused by natural calamities. What is seed bank? A seed bank stores seeds as a source for planting in case seed reserves elsewhere are destroyed. The seed stored may be food crops, or those of rare species to protect biodiversity. The reasons for storing seeds may be varied. In the case of food crops, many useful plants that were developed over centuries are now no longer used for commercial agricultural production and are becoming rare. What are the advantages of seed bank? They are used to compensate for the loss of endangered species of plants, as these plants may produce seeds which are very long-lived and could be stored in relatively small place called a seed bank. If seeds of endangered species are stored in such a way, such seed may be germinated any time and could be grown in botanic gardens. Gene pool of the species could be maintained. A seed bank is perhaps the most useful technique for off-site or ex-situ conservation of wild plants. Seeds are compact, dormant germplasm packages that lend themselves to storage. What are challenges in establishing and maintaining seed banks? They need to be kept in carefully controlled conditions, especially in atmosphere of low oxygen levels, moisture and temperature, that is 18 degrees Celsius. Stored specimens have to be regularly replanted when they begin to lose viability. It is difficult or impossible to store recalcitrant seeds, seeds that do not survive drying or freezing. Facilities are expensive for third world countries which contain the most biodiversity. Storing seed can create a false sense of security, leading some people to conclude that they have saved a species. Finally, the stored seed sample may turn out to be woefully inadequate for the intended